rolling for you, Kyler. You hear a door creak open, and your eyes open half-lidded. You see Arn for just a moment before he shuts the door. With an 11, you remember you're in his house. You should probably thank him for letting you stay the night.
On?
Did his house get bigger?
Do we move?
You left a door open.
You blink once, blink twice, and thrice, and each time, the scene before you flickers back and forth. And then you remember as your mind catches up. This is Nautis. This is Nautis.
You have a headache or something?
Just, waking up, I think. I thought I saw,
Why is
Just,
Serveth wearing chains?
Are you okay?
Yes.
I thought you dealt with those.
You talking to me? Dealt
Yeah.
with what? Is there something on me?
No.
You blink, and they're gone.
Sorry, I'm, still waking up. I should grab my stuff. How did you sleep?
It's alright, I'm getting used to the couch.
Right, yeah.
Do you need a moment?
No, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Just gotta, grab my things. Right.
Check your shoes as well. There you are.
Something wrong?
Still, waking up. Ready to start the day? You coming?
Yes, well, of course. Nothing to apologize for. The kitchen is right this way, on the corner. Would you
Sure,
prefer
if
something
you need
hot
to
or
talk.
cold to drink?
Something
I'm here.
Warm to melt the ice.
Maybe a little later.
If you'll give me a moment.
Good morning.
Quite the visitor.
Well, well, well. Keep fair company, do you?
You know this woman?
Yeah.
Yes, and I believe you do as well.
It's old Anne, I think. Right?
I
Wow.
believe it's been some time.
No offense, but I am very surprised to see you over here. I'm happy you made it.
So am I.
The very things I was saying.
Curious.
So kind. Thank you, thank you.
It was a warm mint, if you remember Miss Fay. She had showed me how to make it.
Oh,
Tea as it were.
She is the one with the...
Markings across her body, greenish hair.
Oh, right, in the blue skin. How is she these days?
No, that's his Miss Raylan.
Then which one is... Oh dear.
It's all right. Miss Fay is the one who you already knew resided within the wood. A wood elf.
Oh,
Massive honkers.
had a lot to say, that one.
She's only become more inquisitive. Please, have a seat.
Oh, it's nice and hot.
Just mind the step.
I'm afraid she's gotten the better of me.
Could have fooled me, having made it all the way over here from Maryland. Many
It's a
people
bit of a
probably
walk.
quarter your age that struggled to get here.
Well, I doubt they know the shortcuts.
I suppose probably not.
Now then, your hospitality is very kind. I'm surprised to see these faces all at once. Tell me, how long have you been here?
Oh, goodness. The better part of most of us, 2 years. Myself, a year and 4 months.
2 years has it been?
Yes,
It can't be.
I assure you.
Time works differently on the road. No signs, no maps. Nothing but the dirt in your feet and the little friends that grow on every side of you. And there are many things that have changed in these 2 years. I remember the old days, yes.
I should ask, what has brought you to Nautis? Of all places you could have gone.
I think it was after the the storms. There are many different kinds. Some that live within, some of the sky, and some of the people. I think it was just after I came back from Theosia to go check on Eshma that a great storm brought me north. And then from the north, I came south again. I dare say I've seen many different things, but many wondrous things, you know. I never did get to thank you for opening that portcullis in Ledford. I fear I would have been sitting in that place for a very long time.
Well, yet another instance where I am surprised you survived, but I've learned not to ask anymore.
May I ask something of you, then?
Of course.
Have you seen the seas lately?
The seas? I mean, we live next to it, I would assume so.
Yes. I believe that all falls well into place. Then we are indeed right where we should be. Yes. Well then, for being so stuck in one place for so long, what is it you want to know?
Well, I know we haven't heard much of the outside world being stuck in this corner. No real news reaches us down here.
Is that so with your friends here? They have their ears to the ground, no doubt. No news has reached either of you.
We've been pretty focused on things here.
I see.
It hasn't been a great situation.
It never will be. But then again, I suppose it's the scope of things, isn't it? Let me start with the east. Theosia. Lovely place in the spring. Not this spring, no. Never have I seen them so graven in face. They were shaken, no doubt. A curtain fell upon a legion. And while it was something, it left a many widows and crying childs. It's quite unfortunate. But our land is curious. For what now after the war? And where do they stand? I half expected to traverse a great green place, now haunted by things. It was strange, but I saw many things I did not expect to see. I believe it was the Western houses. Enemies, those three, all about their coin and selfish sons. and daughters in some cases, but it seems they've banded together for the time. So there's still something there in the midst of what would be an emptier place.
So they survive then?
It depends on your definition of survival and how it concerns you. Mm-hmm.
Considering the evils we had all seen come to the surface, I thought Ireland would be done for.
My no. Rats often travel in packs, but it's often because they have somewhere to be, like all things, I assume. But it caused a great many to stir, a great many of ancient blood, some of which were my friends. And so I went to go see for myself. Well, elves are a little more rare these days in Ireland. 'Tis an unfortunate thing. They were all summoned home. And their borders are very, very shut. So, I headed north. Hayloth is many things these days, but they are also not, they are also a rapidly changing place, and I should wish you to see it someday for yourself. How much has changed in 2 years? And here I come, wandering off in the middle of the forests as I often do, and find myself once again in your home.
Well, the same that I told you in Adwick. You're always welcome to visit, no matter the hour.
And I deeply appreciate that. But enough stories. What of you all?
We've all lost a lot, I think. No real better off than we were in Adwick or Ledford. We've lost just as many friends as we've made, I think. A lot of us are getting tired of just surviving.
So what are you doing about it?
Pursuing what needs to be done in earnest. At the very least, I know that's what I'm doing. I know that will take me a bit far away, but before the seasons become cold this year, that is my intent.
That is something, isn't it?
Something that probably should have happened a long time ago. I can only blame myself for waiting for the perfect moment that never came, instead of trying to make it.
I see. So the blacksmith waits for his weapon to run red hot. And what about you, my dear boy?
Holding on to what we have while we have it. Putting out fires as they pop up, only for 3 more to show up. It's overwhelming.
Needless to say, you look tired.
Sleepless nights.
And what is your goal, then? To be a fireman, hmm?
Right now, it's just to survive.
What about you, my dear?
I can't put mine into words. Not ones that would make sense to anyone here. Not even myself.
Time, then. Oh, and speaking of time, how is that little pup of yours?
Haven't seen her since we left Arrowland.
You're talking about Artemis.
A little thing by your side, yes. My
We had to
good
release her.
Seems you've got a new one outside, then. I thought it was the old one.
Artemis was a direwolf, she'd be huge by now. If she's alive.
Forgive my eyesight, but most dogs look like dogs.
They do have similar markings. And they have been sitting at the front door all morning.
We'll just have to wait and see.
They're out
We
there
can at
right
least
now.
take comfort in their presence. They're kind.
Pretty sure this one's a
Kind
male
but
as well.
wild looking.
Hmm.
It's possible. I have not checked.
They need medicine. Their fur is gone in some places. It's infected.
Sif was going to wash her with something. Can't remember what she said though.
Well, regardless of the happenings and such, it is still a miracle to me that you've managed to make it as far as you have. So,
Details.
How did you get past them?
Past whom, my dear?
The vermin. How? How did you get past them?
I walked. If you would believe it.
if anyone else said it, I wouldn't.
Wonderful thing. Keeps you young longer.
You're a long way from telling stories in the inn just outside of Ledford.
I've told a great deal of stories. Sometimes I get tired of watching. Take Astragon, for example. When I crossed the threshold between Theosia and Ireland, there were still a good deal many men left alive, if you would believe it. Oh, I remember it, some pithful 100 years something, Trinity of Liberation. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's been some time since the Empire took what was eventually theirs. And yet, some stubborn things, like the most beautiful wildflowers you'd see growing in gardens, refuse to die no matter how many times their roots are plucked from the earth. I admire it. Truly I do. But the Empire will have their way. Or maybe not. I suppose it depends on the soil sometimes. But no. No stories for a time. I think I'll watch.
I know that Raylan was hoping that you had survived. She had brought you up many times over dinner, saying that she had grown quite fond of the stories you told at Christos' Inn.
She these days.
She has returned to the sea.
Inevitable. And unfortunate. I always intended to tell her the real story of Alistair Blackwell. A tale I would only tell once. For it bore ill tidings. I suppose I'll never get that chance.
Fucking triggered.
Well, unfortunately, you're probably correct. Nothing to be done about it now. But she was fond of your words.
If you two would give us a moment.
If you could spin up the forge, my boy, I'd be grateful.
Of course. That was odd.
I need to sit down.
Yeah.
Morning, lad.
Longbeard.
Is Tazim awake?
Yeah, he's just in a meeting right now. He should be out in a little bit.
Well, got two things for him. First of all, we have some iron here for the brewmaster's wife. The gauntlets and the cestus she once made.
Uh-huh.
And there was a Lady Holla of the Carter's Guild that came by wishing to speak with her.
Hey, catch. Someone from the Carter's Guild, was it?
Yes, Lady Holla, I believe her name is.
Right. Yeah, that can only be good news. Right, Kedge? We
How
love
are
good
you
news.
today, Surgeon?
Actually wanted to come by around the forge for a little business talk.
What do you need?
Actually, two things, short and sweet. How's the scalpel and the bullet togs doing?
Actually done. We finished them the other day. I was surprised you didn't come by and pick them up. In fact, I assume you did.
I was busy. I was busy a little bit, to be quite honest. But, as well for the second thing, I did remember that I had a little bit of a dull blade within the, with my saw, as well as a few broken parts within my syringe. You mind if I, pay for their repairs?
A blade can be sharpened. That's pretty standard and pretty easy to do. The, what do you say, syringe? That might cost a bit more, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I'll
saw's
have
handle,
to,
I think, might also be a little bit loose. So, I mean, I do not really know. I'm not as good as you are.
I'll have to check with Tazim on the syringe, since that's a precision item and that varies on price. But for the others, we could probably get repairs done for... probably a silver for the both of them.
Silver for both the saw and the syringe?
Yeah, no, it's saw and the sharpening. No, wait, sharpening's cheaper. Sorry, about 80 copper in total to sharpen the blade and fix the saw.
Sharpen the blade and fix the saw part of it. Alright. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. I'll pay you silver anyways, if anything.
That would be handy. I'll have to talk to Tazim when I figure out how much the syringe would take.
So, syringe is gonna do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I can give you the saw right now for it.
Sure.
And then wait on its repairs at another given time.
I can get right on that.
Here's a silver, and then here's the saw. You'll see that the saw blade is dull. I don't know exactly, like, what kind of damages that there are. Just know that it's a broken one. Can only assume it's with a loose handle, and the blade of it is dull.
Should be an easy repair. And your surgical tools
Alright.
should be over here. The other things that you ordered before that you could have picked up 2 days ago. For you.
Alright.
And you already paid out for that one.
Yes, I've already paid up for that one as well. Ah, that's awesome. Sharper than ever, as well as for the tongues here. Doesn't look like the dog's here. Nice. Alright.
Looking good.
Thank you so much. I cannot wait for the work on the saw, and can't wait for more of the information on the syringe. Thank you.
I'll let you know.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too.
Shoulder's still killing me, lad, but hopefully I'll be back to fighting form tomorrow.
Good. Did
It's
you...
still pains.
Hey, Torty.
Morning.
Did you get a hand on one of those potions?
Yes, if I was kind enough to put forward the silver and I've taken the potion as a response. I'm also working on something for her.
Good.
And from what I heard of last night, none too soon.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Oh shit!
Should probably check on that too.
Oh.
You're out.
I believe I saw the lass walking about, so she's at least able to move.
Of course she is. Right.
I need to speak with Tizim regarding a whole lot of things, but I may be taking a short jaunt with some of my kinsmen. To look into some sit down,
Can't wait to
stay
interrupt
there,
this conversation
get away
with my
from me.
concertina.
As I was saying, going to be taking a short jaunt to look into something.
Right.
Apparently, somewhere
he was
along
threatening
the
me.
road on the left-hand
Oh, I was.
side towards
Right, the
the
okay.
road.
I remember
Rockies.
I'm scared of you now.
the dwarven.
Wait, no, just leave that
Someone
here.
said a statue. Someone said
Oop.
something
Shrine.
else. Yeah, shrine statue.
Either or is something I need to look into. May point to some other things that I need to look into afterward. Depends entirely on what we find.
Makes sense to me.
It's also one of the topics I need to bridge with Tazim. Oh, things are just getting better and better.
Welcome to the party.
I might need my stick. Here, I'll get you a different stick. I'll get you a different stick. Hold on, dog. Oh,
Hello there, lad. Oh, and he's away. Or she. I don't know which one it is. Either way. Right. I should probably pass this to you. This is the 10 iron ore units from the brewmaster's wife.
Is this for
Probably
something
have to
specific?
ask the sisters gauntlet things that Tazim and I are going to have to discuss.
Yeah,
Because I have no idea how we're going to properly make that.
I've not been told about that, so
Also,
I'm
you're-
just.
I think it has a habit of pouncing on hobbits.
Yes. Catch? No, not this time. Okay. God, hope I don't hit Sarah by accident here. Yeah. There you go, Catch.
Ow.
No. Hey.
It really likes his stick.
Useful information for reasons that you are not aware of. I'll do my best. Might have to roll for it.
No, don't. No kill hobbits.
Shalik, good morning.
Hey. You're looking for me?
I hope you're available. Yes. We have a favor we'd like to ask you, if you would be willing to come with us.
Sure. Where to?
A little ways outside of town.
Respond in kind.
Alright.
I do fear as well.
Should I bring my armor?
That is up to you, actually.
I'll be right back.
Obviously, it's a bit of time working, but I think I have a good portion of the language down in speaking terms, to say the least.
Aye, you've certainly progressed a long way.
At least what I believe a man should be.
Apologies. Excuse me. It's alright. I'm not listening. I'm just grabbing something.
He would live for thousands of years. If he was just, if he was righteous,
La 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 la.
honor-bound.
And that you're taking it seriously.
Certainly something I wouldn't
I have to head out of town for a little bit, apparently. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Be safe.
Always.
Your wife dropped off the supplies, so we'll be speaking with Tazim about making the item and what we'll need in future. But I've sent her to get herself some padded gloves.
Right. So, to be brief, I wish to entreat your aid in a little training exercise. Something I require your particular assistance with. You, if you're willing, are going to help me put young Severick and young Wolf to the test. As I understand it, you understand Wolf's particular style better than most. I think you are the perfect person to assist with this. Are you willing?
For her, of course.
Glad to hear it. We're going to head a little ways past the... You called it the vineyard? Goodness. The
That's what
names
others call
people
it.
come up with.
Lead the way.
It will afford us a measure of privacy, so... Let us make haste. Good morning to you, Miss Basil.
Good morning.
Miss Basil.
Come on, Miss Basil.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Guardsman.
Hello?
So tell me, Sharik. Tell me truthfully, tell me honestly. Between yourself and Wolf, who would win in an all-out fight?
Depends on the circumstance, I suppose. No two fights are the same.
Good answer. Seems my instinct was correct. And your victory over Tazim several nights ago was no mere stroke of luck.
No, it wasn't. Thing about people when they get old is that they slow down.
Oh, I'm slow, am I?
You age differently.
But we still age. That will do.
Sorry. Hey, I'm gonna.
Definitely picked the hardest way to get here.
Little warm-up never hurts anyone. Although, admittedly, I did not know this was here.
There's
So
a
that.
path to it.
Oh, but that's the easy way. Just boring. Now, to bring you up to speed, today you are going to help me test both Severick and Wolf in full order. Severick will be using what he has learned to attempt to defend himself from assault. This shall be coming from you and I. Lisa. Sorry. Slip of the tongue. Wolf. He definitely would have said Wolf. Wolf shall be defending Severick, ensuring that neither of us gets a true opening. Are you following so far?
Mm-hmm. Kill Severick, understood.
Precisely. If Severick dies, the test fails.
Rules of engagement.
Non-lethal. Do not draw blood. Strike with flats or blunts. Grapples are acceptable. Blunt force strikes are acceptable. If you can wind one another, that is acceptable. A blade that touches flesh is considered an end to that bout. The focus of this is practicing a maintenance of a defensive approach when faced with difficult, potentially overwhelming odds. It is not quite multi-fighting, but it is a focus on spatial awareness when you are defending another.
I'll need the speed.
Very well. Severick, you are permitted to defend yourself, deflect strikes, hold your position. If you think you can make a strike, make an attack, you may attempt it, but ensure that you are fully comprehensive of your own capabilities. That which you know well, and that which you do not. Wolf.
Alright.
I need not explain to you what to consider. Sharik, you shall begin. I shall observe at first. It shall act as a warm-up. But you shall not give ground. Force her to take action. She is your opponent, but he is your target. Understood?
Understood.
When I feel it appropriate, I shall enter the fray. Arms at the ready.
That was so. Oh, my brain. Sorry.
She levels the spear at you, Kyler, and for just the briefest moment, her visage flickers. Just for a moment. You shake your head and steel yourself. On my mark. And begin.
I've intimidated her.
Good. Mind your footing, Wolf. Reinforcements have arrived. Wolf, do not forget your objective. Kyler with a 10, you find, to your surprise, Lisa's holding her own against you. You are evenly matched on your side of things. Remember, keep it in front of you, Cedric.
Grabbing Cedric from behind.
Rolling. With a 6, you grab him. Your hand is a little loose, and Lisa's able to come in, but the blade of her spear cuts through your sleeve, and you recoil your hand instinctively. Good. Now, Sharik, do you know how to dance?
Not very well.
Well, follow my lead. From the right?
From the left. From behind.
As the fight continues, Lisa begins to focus more and more on you, Kyler. You notice. Her eyes almost seem glued to you throughout all of this.
Come on. Come on.
Focus becomes entirely on you. And without words, an aggressive duel, entirely focused on one another, begins. Rolling. Kyler with a natural 20 to Lisa's 6. The aggression she gives is sloppy. It's emotional. And you can very clearly take advantage of it. You catch her spear, you swipe it to the side, and you knock her off kilter. Suddenly, she throws the spear away, and your eyes, Kyler, are instinctively drawn toward it. Just for a moment, and then you remember in your head never to do that. And in a flash, she closes the distance, and her dagger is up against your neck.
He's gonna throw underhand at Severick with his dagger. Go over his feet. He's not gonna fucking take the head off like a hobbit.
With a 2, you go to throw, and she headbutts you. You are dazed for a moment. Your vision becomes blurry, and when you look up, you see something different in front of you. Severick vanishes, Tyr vanishes, and a ghost of the past appears, with no less a ferocious look in their eyes. They bear a dagger at you, a dagger and an open palm. Memories flood in. Your training, your days outside of Adwick. A much younger, a much less confident young woman. A younger and less confident drow. The lines blur. Right. You were teaching her how to better use her dagger, weren't you?
He's going in for a grapple. He's got the -4. You might want to roll for that. Maple.
Sorry, I was muted. With a natural 20, she's inexperienced. Most of her training with the dagger is self-taught. You know a thing or two, and you're able to grab her wrist pretty effectively. She's fast on her feet, but her footwork itself is sloppy. She's not holding the dagger in the most optimal way. You know better.
He's leaving the opening open.
With a 12, a minor injury, a light slash catches you.
Not done.
She stands again, a little bit more confidently this time. A flash in your mind. You're still outside Adwick, but the palisade is there now. People have been working tirelessly for the past several months in preparation for the assault. She needs to be ready. She seems to get frustrated. You catch her and you flip her onto her back. She stands, steadies herself. She takes a deep breath. You take a deep breath. You close your eyes. The world flashes again. You are no longer in Adwick, are you? So much time has passed. 2 years. 2 years. You did not see hide nor hair of her or the others. At times you thought maybe she was dead. A sinking feeling. You can feel the warmth upon your neck still. Light. And just the slightest amount of crimson on that old dagger of hers. She stands much more confidently. And you realize, in some ways, her posture is similar to your own, with a few small differences. But it's clear where she takes inspiration. She readies herself. As you ready yourself. And you hear Tyr's voice. And begin. Flurry after flurry. The daggers forcing close range. Something you're both familiar with. A close call, another. Small blade catching small blade, crossguard into crossguard, a miniature version of a sword fight. Many would say such a thing is impossible. But there is a trust and a knowing between these two. They go back and forth. A dance of daggers. Encircling each other. Going high, going low. Neither gaining the advantage. Rolling. Kyler, with a 17, you feel confident. You feel strong. You're the mentor in this particular style. She is the student. You deflect blow after blow. Occasionally, you back up for just a moment as they and then clash once more. With your 17, you hold strong. But with a 19, Lisa does something you don't expect and pulls a page out of your book. She switches feet and kicks sand up, blocking your vision for the slightest moment. And in that time, she disarms you.
We're not done. He's got the Elven dagger as well.
Rolling. With a 15, she doesn't see it coming.
He's just gonna disengage. That's why we carry two.
She draws the second dagger, this one more worn than the other. The edge cracked. You've seen it before. Seems she still has not decided what to do with it. But she draws it, no less confidently.
With the other dagger. One moment.
Very well. Final bout. Remember, you go until first blade against flesh.
If you keep pulling your punches, we're gonna have a problem.
Kyler, she has a mask, a veil over her mouth, but you could swear she just smirked. Begin.
that they know more than Shriek told me. It's almost pretty in a way. As much as it's seen two friends and family fight.
This isn't a fight. Young one.
Is it not?
This is a conversation.
I see.
Rolling.
In the next bout, he's gonna leave an opening again. See if she takes it.
Understood. Kyler with an 18, you are confident in your control and your form. As you look at her with the daggers out, the longer the fight goes, the more hunched she becomes. She gets lower and lower, and those daggers start to look more like fangs. And suddenly you understand why she goes by the moniker of Wolf. She gets low, aggressive, almost feral. And when you give that opening, she rushes you. With a 3, you are ready for it.
He's leaving it.
Both of her blades will come close. They will tap your sides and they will cross in front of your throat. Well done, both of you. All 3 of you, I should say.
She's definitely improved. That answers your question, I suppose, too.
It does. We're going to need to work on your control when you get aggressive. My hope is that we can teach her how to combine that aggressive fighting form with a defensive mindset. Apply it to circumstances such as what we put her through with Severik. I understand that you know her better than most, yes?
I'd like to think so.
Friend of yours?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, they're not trying to hide whoever they are. The 3 of you, collect your things. Our training is done for today. And, Shriek, when you have time, I would ask you to assist me in what I am attempting to do with her. Strange. You're certain that was not a friend of yours? Why were they watching us?
I don't know. Curiosity, maybe.
Perhaps. Right. Get some water, you 3.
All right.
You 2 did very well. I'm impressed, Severik. You held your own. You stood your ground
tried my
very
best.
well. It
Thank you.
showed. As for you, Wolf, splendidly done.
As you stand here, Kyler, you look
come
up
a
towards
long
the
way.
sky and you realize the morning's going to be coming to
I'm
an
not
end
certain.
soon. More than likely, Basil will be ready to talk to you like she said she would. She'd
No,
probably
I
be at the
suppose
bathhouse.
I'm not the best judge of it. What do you believe?
Sorry, I was in my own head for a second. What was the question?
What have you fought her to a near standstill? What do you think?
Oh, she's clearly better than me. I think that was pretty apparent. In fact, speaking of which, I should probably get this looked at. I'll link up with you two later.
All right. Thank you again.
You look around, scanning the area as you continue to walk back to Nautis. It's quiet. You don't see anything out of place. You don't see any messages laying around carved anywhere, any thieves' can't, nothing. I'm not sure who that was or why.
Getting sloppy.
I know. Or how I am with my letters.
His name does sound made up as fuck. I'm going to be honest with
It
you.
does. That's what I told him. That's what I told him.
Got a second? I've got a bit of an
Fuck,
injury.
you alright, mate?
Yeah, just a training accident.
Yeah, Ludwig, come on.
Yep, I'm on.
No,
Thanks.
Training accident, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this time it was.
Alright, just take yourself over there and have a seat wherever. We'll get you seen too.
Aye. Sharik, right?
Mm, yeah.
Alright.
Just a minor injury to the neck. It was clear it wasn't meant to kill anyone or anything like that. Just an accident, it seems. I suppose you could patch me up a little.
Yeah, get you patched up.
Appreciate it.
Alright, hold still, we'll get you wrapped up. There we go. Anything else I need to worry about while I'm wrapping this?
No. Well, no, don't do it too tight, otherwise I'll suffocate, I suppose, but...
Well, I'm sure you'll let me know. Alright, I think you're good.
Hey, thanks for that. How much do I owe you?
Could be 50.
Sure. Thanks.
Alright. No issue.
Have a good one.
Anyone else with any training accidents I need to be aware of?
No, just me. The unlucky one.
Alright.
Like so.
Bigfoot, plain Bigfoot. Okay.
Don't get hurt trying yourself again.
There is something.
No problem, no problem.
Pizza's 25 copper for a pie.
Few sips to start off with, and after that, have a little rest.
Hey there, mate. Welcome to Wainwright Emporium. Got goods from all over.
Another time.
Alright. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Right, it's that building right there, with these stairs.
You eat already?
But up the stairs or by the
fucking-
stairs?
No, I'm not entirely
No,
sure.
are you
Fucking
fucking
that
kidding
fucking
me?
stairs?
Hey, hold on, no,
Oh,
this
that building
fucking
right
guy,
here.
hold
We can
on.
actually travel.
Fucking guy's been going around.
Morning been alright?
Absolutely, mate.
Hope it all goes well for you.
Right.
Yes,
Hopefully, so you can get more stock.
It has been
Of
made.
course. We got all kinds.
Right.
I found that yesterday.
Later on, I can start looking for some more aconite and see if I can't locate you another one. Did you ever get those bees that were by the... Well, we can't go in that
I
area.
haven't been able to. Yeah. The tower was like.
Allow the waters to just take over and feel your muscles free up from the tension.
Ouch.
I don't know everything, but he said he hit you with a cart?
Ouch.
So
I don't know. I don't
it would
remember
make-
that. I don't remember
would make
getting hit by a
sense.
cart. Hello.
I currently have a client. Enjoy the waters.
Thank you.
Okay?
Enjoy the client.
I will. I
Don't
do
you
every
always?
time. Every time.
Busy morning, Miss Basil.
It's a interesting morning, let's just say. Soma woke up with a fun surprise, so I can't complain. Very enjoyable.
What kind of surprise are we talking about?
Beautiful woman with red hair on one side, me on the other.
The good kind of surprise. Very good. Lord
Yes,
knows he
a very
deserves
good
it.
kind of surprise.
I figured I would show up, check in, see how you're doing.
I'm doing better, I suppose.
Good. Was worried about you for a while.
I was worried for me too.
Anything important you wish to talk to me about?
Well, I did want to tell you a few things. You see here, pull out a key. I didn't want to tell you where he lived because I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if he still lived there. I wanted to check at night, and well, seems he did move. Right across the way from me.
Huh. You know what you're doing by handing me this, right?
I do. The Capitano turned him into a monster. I need someone to tell him. Someone to push him